What's up, everybody? It's Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on the Space Engineers Inspiration series. We're starting things off today with a smaller ship. It's a fighter by the Aegis Sabre version 2, I believe. I hope I got that right. Kind of a cool little ship, though, I gotta admit. Normally I try and steer away a little bit from the smaller ships just because there's not as much to see, and so they don't take as long to get through, and so it doesn't usually work for doing a inspiration episode where I try and keep it down to 3. But sometimes I don't mind throwing in 1 or 2 and then making up for it later, and this was one of those cases because it just looks cool. It is a modded ship, so it's a blueprint, so it took me a minute to include all the different mods. Luckily I already had most of them. I think I've been doing these long enough that I pretty much have most of the mods that everybody kind of uses for general building and decorative detail and stuff, but every once in a while they'll come out with new ones that I have to add. But one of the coolest things that I noticed about this was the hinging, and so it actually kind of resembles that of like an F-14 Tomcat where the wings will expand, or extend, or whatever you want to call it, which is a cool... I really like that with fighter ships, where there's different wing modes. I think that's a cool tech thing to have. Overall, oh, I just realized those are missiles. Dang. Okay, so it's got missiles out the back too. Don't come up behind it then. But overall, it looks like it's definitely got the thrusters that it can move around, and it's got a lot of chain guns. I'm not an expert, but I want to say those are those the Bulldogs? No, they can't be the Bulldogs because I didn't include those mods. And this looks like a little bit of a different cockpit. I don't think I've seen this one before. Or they've updated the model, one of the two, but it looks a little bit different. So, let's check this out. We have those, which is a word I totally know how to say. Camera, rocket launcher... Oh, it's the azimuth Gatling guns. Okay, I was thinking the Bulldog ones. Another camera. Launcher back. I'm guessing those are the rocket launchers, but I'm not sure. Artificial mass blocks. I'm not really sure why those are... Oh, maybe to be affected by gravity, because this isn't updated. Oh, that's why I think this is in a different language. Some of these are, some of these aren't. Extend landing gears, retract. I'm going to say that's navigation lights, like your red and greens. Open door, close door. What door? Recharge. It does have batteries, and it does have small reactors, I believe. There's some kind of airtight hangar door. That's interesting. So there's definitely some stuff on here that I don't know what it does. So we're going to play around, because the description didn't explain everything. I may... I may have pasted this into the terrain, actually, I think. Because it doesn't... Well, without the artificial block... No, it's still... Yeah, I think I totally pasted it into the terrain, so let me fix that. I'll be back in a second. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Either that or I definitely screwed something up. Okay, I still don't feel like I'm moving. I'm still not moving. Something... Oh, you know what it is? Believe it or not, I think I actually know what's going on. In order to rotate it properly, when I... Oh, dadgummit. I don't like that control is like a fire button because you use it for so many things. But in order to get this to rotate properly, they've changed kind of how the pasting system works. And in order to get the real precise rotation, I turned on station rotation mode, and I think the game is seeing it as a station. So let's see if I can turn that off. And now it should move, in theory, or I am doing... It's still not going anywhere. Well, good grief, why is it not moving? I mean... Yeah, I don't know why it's not moving. That's really weird. I don't think it's part of the mod. Or, not the mod, the build. I don't think it's the build's problem. I think it's something in the world file. The way I have this set up, but it is just straight up not going at all. Like, I could understand if it was a heavy ship and just moving slow, but we are getting no speed whatsoever. So, yeah, I don't know what that's about. I'm going to have to look into this, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, there we go. Now we got it moving. That was annoying. I just flew up really high and picked it again from the workshop, or the blueprint files, and pasted it again. That was really strange. That was really weird. Okay, so there's our spotlights. I don't know why I'm drifting on the back end, though. That's kind of funky. Are my dampeners... The dampeners are on, but the weird part is it's like the back end is dropping and the front's not going anywhere. That's kind of funky. Let's just descend for a second. The thrust on it is actually really, really cool. Oop. Just stay there. So yeah, this is actually moving really well, which, I mean, you do expect from a fighter, but still, I do think it's really cool. We have a camera. I don't really know where some... that must be your front. Then you got rocket launchers. Got all the chain guns. What is it, 4? Yeah, it's got 4 chain guns. Something's not working, but I don't know what that is. Looks like the 2 front cannons work fine. Whoop. That's your aft for firing your rockets, I'm assuming. So if we're in this mode, what does that do? Wow, that's loud. I was trying to see. I don't know if you can do it from a camera view or not. So I don't know what the number 6 one is supposed to be doing, but it doesn't seem to be firing. I wonder if that's why it was the back end was getting pulled down, was from the artificial mass. Nope, doesn't seem so. Okay, so what's next? We've got our tail fins. That they just move up and down a little bit. And then we got our wings that come out, which I thought was super cool. Really neat idea. Oops. See, that's why I don't like control being a fire button. That is extending landing gears, retract landing gears. But why does that affect my wings? Oh, so that's like flight mode, I guess? Maybe... Oh, wait, no, I have them backwards. Dangnabbit, stop shooting stuff. Alright, so I have them backwards. Let's put these back in. That should be your landing mode. I know. And then when you retract your landing gears... Okay, so that's like a flight and a docked mode as your wings come out. That's pretty cool. I like that. There's your running lights, looks like, with your greens and your reds. Admittedly, I know that the on the wings, your green's your right, which you can see here, but I always get mixed up which way you're supposed to come in on docking. I always get that mixed up. And yes, I know there have been people that have like posted comments and things that explain that. I just forgot, but so you don't have to do that. These, I don't know what they do. They're just open and closed doors. So let's find out what door we're talking about. Oh, there is an inside. Well, hello. And that retracts it. Well, that's something interesting. Now, does that go... Oh, wait, no, our landing gears are retracted because we're in flight mode. Okay. And then we've got all that. Now, where's the airtight door? I don't see that anywhere. Unless it's inside. That might be... That might be an... Oh, wait, there they are. What's that opening and closing? Oh, it's access to, like, refineries and computer systems, I guess? Okay, well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back into dock mode. Wait, did I do that right? Nope. Hit the wrong button. Okay, so that's... There we go. There's our docking mode. Now we're gonna lower it. Now, if I do that and I open that door... Okay, it actually goes further That's interesting. I wonder what would happen if you did that while you were already docked. I wonder if that would affect anything. And now, I'm not really on level terrain here, but... Ooh, that was a little hard. That most ungraceful landing of all time. Ever. Now, why can't I... Can you not dock on the ground? I haven't played on planets in forever. I don't think you can actually dock on the ground. That's annoying. Yeah, I know, I can't switch tabs without doing that. Crap, hitting buttons. Alright, whatever. I just want to see what's going on internally as I get fried by the thrusters. Oh, okay, so we've got a big reactor here. We've got all the batteries. We've got some screens for display readouts, timer blocks. So this is kind of like the maintenance hatch then. That's kind of cool. And did I close these? I did. Dagnabbit. Alright, come here. Open. Now, let's see what these guys are sealing. Okay, so there's your refineries, your assemblers, all that good stuff. So this actually might be okay for, like, survival, then. Control panel, or is that a battery? That's a battery. That's a panel of some kind, but I've never seen that with the bars in it. That's kind of weird. Same thing over here, same thing over here. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I didn't actually expect there to be that much stuff going on in it. So I think that's going to do it for that one. So we're going to leave that there, and we're going to wrap this up for this build, and let's move on to the next one. Okay, so here's the CDI Civilian Lodge. Well, okay, according to the sign, it's Orion's Belt Lodge, so, you know, apparently there's two different names for this place. Now, there should be a couple of notes right off the bat. First thing, this should not be exposed. Anything right above here? Yep, that's all that you're supposed to see. Everything below that's supposed to be underground. Including all this. That's the, you know, there's pegs for the balcony, but here's the thing. I hate the voxel terrain stuff in this game. Not saying it's, like, you know, bad or anything, but for me, I do not like working with terrain. I like to dig, I like to build, I don't like to rebuild and form terrain crap. I tried to just paste this into the ground, and it was just not cooperating. Like, it just kept the voxels there, and I would have had to go through and dig the whole thing out, or I'd put a hole in the ground too big, and then it was like I had to build around it to get it covered up, and I was like, you know what, just screw it, I'm just going to say that should be covered up. So just note, I was being lazy, it's getting late, I'm recording this late at night, and I'm getting tired, so, you know, just deal with this part should be underground. Use your imagination. Or look at the screenshots for the workshop file where this is downloaded from, because they actually have it done right. Go figure, people that built it. Anyways, moving right along. So it's supposed to house up to, I believe it's 6 people. I don't think it has any mods, but it is fairly cool in how it's set up. Like, you got your little balcony here, you'd have a little antenna. It does have solar panels on the top for if you're thinking of using it in survival. It has solars right there. That looks like an ore detector, so I guess it's also capable of detecting the ore around you in the immediate vicinity, which is kind of useful. This thing is a hydrogen thruster fireplace. Now, I do have voxel damage on. Nope, stop that. I don't know why they just default to being, like, crazy on. Now, if I read the description right, probably didn't. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. I believe... What did I do here? I'm hooked on the wrong thing, and it ain't phonics. There we go. This is what I want to weld. So it says, theoretically, get it past the little red line. Right? So I think that's right. We're going to try this. I have no idea if this is going to work. Shoot it. Right? I think it said shoot it till it gets lit on fire. Like that. Now, grind it back down to like stage 2. for optimal visual effects. Hey, I think I got it right. So if you ever want to make a hydrogen thruster fireplace, there you go. That's how it's done, people. Though it did say to note you will have to tear it down, or not tear it down, you'll have to repair it, shoot it, and tear it back down every time you reload the game in order to have the fire going. But still, you can have your very own hydrogen thruster fireplace. Now, I don't know, actually, if you can take it any further than that. There. I guess you could do it that way, but that doesn't look as cool. I like it better with the base. It makes it look more like it's supposed to be there and not just a damaged thruster. But yeah, that's actually a really cool. I'm glad I actually got that right so that you guys can see it, because I was really afraid. And I'm walking around, but the ground is actually unlevel here. So yeah, but that's pretty cool. I like that. I think that's pretty crazy. Very, very creative way of making a vanilla fireplace. I'll give them that. Okay, so we got the bunks here, it looks like. Bed lights for reading. Which really can't see a difference, at least not in this lighting. And then, now granted, this is all supposed to be underground, keep in mind. I was just feeling lazy. Lower lights. Ooh. Which is our cargo area. Very nice. You know, you got the stairway with the glass railing. I like it. Backup nuclear reactor, just in case it's a rainy day. Literally saving it for a rainy day. Just pointing that out. Cargo containers. Blast furnace. I find it odd there's no accessible point, though. I don't see any way to go down lower, but I thought there was supposed to be more down at the bottom for, like, accessible stuff to your furnace and things. Maybe you do that from outside? Since we have the handy-dandy, you know, not exterior light entrance. Oh, that's cool. Since, you know, we don't happen to have anything covering it up, let's go down here and take a peek. Because I would have thought it would have had assemblers and stuff. Yeah, I'm missing something. I'll tell you what, in the interest of time, I'm just going to poke a hole in the wall. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. Nope, there's the blast furnace. Well, how would you get to it? I guess you'd just access it through the cargo containers. Auxiliary generator. That's got to be the reactor. Front entrance antenna. Actually, I don't see that blast furnace listed anywhere. That's interesting. Huh. Well, what do you know? Learn something every day. Fireplace, solar panel. Yeah, I actually don't see that blast furnace anywhere. I wonder... Huh. Or arc furnace? Isn't it an arc furnace? I don't know. That's weird. That's weird. Because I really would have thought it would have been accessible. Like I said, it's probably all hooked up through conveyors, and you can probably just do a, whatchamacallit. I don't know why I'm going through the process of painting this. It didn't even come out right. What the heck? Oh, I was hitting the wrong button. Yeah, I was just cycling paints. Anyways, so yeah, that's a civilian lodge, should you want a home on your planet. It even comes with a fireplace and a very cool and stylish modern exterior, by the way. So, is there... Okay, there's nothing... How did they pull that one off? Oh, I see. They're rounded edges on the window that then they use... Wow, that's kind of cool. That's very clever. Alright, so that's going to wrap this one up. Let's move on to the final one. Alrighty, so last but not least, we have the Hammerjack, which is actually, I guess, supposed to be a cargo freighter. I was expecting it to be more of a combat ship, but I guess these are more thrusters, and I was thinking, like, cannons. But look at this thing! It's got all these cannons and turrets and chain guns. I mean, that is a well-guarded cargo freighter. That's all I'm saying. You know, like, if I had something to be transported from planet to planet, I'd want something like that taking it. No, actually, I would want a heavily armored warship if it was very important, but still, that definitely looks like it can hold its own. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. I do apologize for the frame rate stuff. I knew it was a world file. Does that work? It is the button up here, right? Oh, no, I always get it wrong. It's this one. There we go. I'm gonna open that up because I'm gonna need it in there in a minute. I saw it was a world file, so I thought, great, that means I won't have to download the mods and everything. I didn't realize there was all these planets, though, to fill out my frame rate more than I wanted it to. There's even a moon back there and some other things, so I was kind of like, eh. The ship probably could have handled on its own. The planets, I don't really know. But mainly, I gotta be honest, I kind of grabbed this one because of the outside look. It's very unique. It's got that, like, weird in a good way kind of look. Particularly all the just different little, what do you call it? Divots, I guess? Little grooves. The glass up front looks very interesting and unique and stuff, and then the overall, this kind of reminds me of that one ship I did a couple of weeks ago, where it was like, you know, the outer frame kind of wrapped around a ball shape in the center kind of thing. It kind of reminds me of that, how it has a cylindrical center over here, which is really just different. Like I said, weird in a good way, not like a, I don't like it, kind of like a, ooh, I don't know what exactly I would use to describe this, but it looks really cool and different. So yeah, I really like the exterior. I hadn't really given much thought to the interior, to be honest. It just kind of looked cool. And then we've got ladders here. I am kind of liking these ladders. That's kind of a really cool mod that I hope one day, assuming I can use these ladders correctly. Seriously, why can't I? Oh, whatever. It's just saying how awesome the ladders were, and then you go and break on me. Unacceptable. Okay, so we have like an aft view, I guess, of the hangar, or rather a view of the aft hangar, I guess is probably the more accurate way to describe that. I'm kind of going to work my way up, I think. I don't think I'm going to keep going up and up and up. So, actually, I have never seen these doors before. Oh, that's right. I have seen these before because the sound clips. I would really like a fix for that because those are cool doors, but I do not like the sound effect. Mess hall's over there. That would make this the med bay, I guess. Go figure. It's not like there's med bays there or anything. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? What else we got? What else we got? Bathroom. Okay. Got some astronaut suits over here, which I'm guessing that would make this an exterior door? Or an airlock? No. Could not have been wrong. More wrong. This is a engineering... Love those reactors, by the way. I've never used them in my own builds, but they're so Star Trek-y to me, or Star Wars. You know, and like the Death Star and all those, they have those big pillars of light that you're always like, what do those do? Probably reactors. We got some shelves over here, big giant conveyor system, jump drive. Surprised all that's visible, actually. And then some panels that admittedly I don't recall ever running across before. So that's kind of cool. AI modules. Very nice, very nice. I'd say it's a pretty safe assumption to say it's the same on this side. Though, it did run around the back. Yeah, okay. I didn't go all the way around, I guess. I was thinking it went around the back, but... Oh, no, it doesn't connect. This is two different rooms. Oh, I didn't think it connected. Okay, okay. So there's a couple engineering rooms. Maybe a primary and a secondary? Possibly? I'm guessing... Oh, wait, no, those are bathrooms. Okay. These are the ones that are going to go up and down. Okay, there's usually some kind of elevator system. This looks like a suit-up room, locker room, leading to cryo. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, the cryo bay is kind of cool looking. This looks like something out of like an Alien movie or Prometheus or something, where it's like, alright, we're all prepared to make our 6-month jump, everybody into the cryo bay. That is pretty cool. Alright, so let's go. Now the interesting thing is we came in basically on the ground floor, I thought, and yet this elevator pathway shows there's another floor down here. So I am rather curious as to what's down here. Looks like cargo and storage. Lots of cargo. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I shouldn't be surprised. It is a cargo hauler after all. Man, this is a very roomy ship, though. I mean, I know it's big, but, like, this is definitely, like, a long-range cargo thing to me. Like, I could totally see the crew being like, alright, you know, make sure you wrote all your letters and everything, because we're going to be gone for like a year. You know, it definitely seems like one of these sustaining, just huge cargo freighters, which is cool. Especially if that's what you need. Okay, there's this, and that's the top floor. So there's 3 floors in total, it looks like. I didn't open this door, so that's... Or wait, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I think. Maybe. I actually don't think I did open that door now that I think about it. I don't know. Who can keep track? Alright, so that's all bunks. That's like a locker room. I'm guessing airlock here? Oh, I really hate that sound effect. Simple tapering on the audio would have fixed that. Yeah, so this is an exterior airlock. Okay. Same on both sides. Yes. Okay. And we've got, it looks like 4. Or wait, no. This came up from below, and then these are going to keep taking us up. But there is a door over here. I wonder if we're high enough this is going to lead to the bridge. Yes? Would be my guess. Kind of looks that way. Plug your ears. I don't know if that bothers anybody else. It really drives me nuts. This is a really cool bridge, though. I like how it's laid out. And I've seen this. I want to say it's from the same builder, but I can't ever keep track of who built what, so I never really know. But I've seen this a few times, though. I don't know what kind of glass that is, or if it's a mod, because this does have mods in it. So I honestly don't know. LF Windows. So that's got to be a mod. I like that style, though. It's very cool. Then you got the... I think that's... EG stuff? EE. Yeah, that's all the EE stuff. The Extended Engineering mod, I think is what that's for. So yeah, very cool. Very spacious and laid out. Really neat. I like it. I do think, for me, in my personal preference, there is a lot of, like, extra room here that you probably... I don't know, though. I don't know how all the things are laid out internally and what this is all covering up and stuff, but I would imagine there would be some way to kind of trim it down a little bit, maybe cut out some of the spacious, empty room type stuff, but it would just kind of strip it down to what needs to be there. And it might feel a little less empty and on the outside a little less bulky. But that's a personal preference taste. I mean, layout-wise, this is laid out really nice. There's just a lot of open space that I would keep thinking, well, you could make them smaller and then the ship wouldn't be quite so huge. But, you know, if you were actually on this ship for, like, you know, a year or something and you were actually, like, out in space and this was all you had to work with, I guess you really wouldn't want it to be real small either. You would want it to be bigger so you could run out here and just go for a run, you know, just do laps around the main. You know, you'd want something just so you didn't go crazy. I give the guys on the space station, the actual real-life space station, a lot of credit because it's not very spacious up there, to my understanding. And they even have a nice little reading area. How's that? I think we've seen this, and I take that back. We actually have 4 layers. I was going off that one pathway system, but there was another one over here, so. And another set of bathrooms. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is officer quarters. Or officer bunks or something. That's what I'm going to say, because they're up higher on another level and they have their own floor, maybe? But that's a guess. So I think that's going to wrap things up for this episode, because I'm pretty sure we covered everything. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.